Kia ora, welcome. My name is Claire Alley and this is my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. Every week I upload a new yoga flow. You don't want to miss it. If you are not already on my beloved email list, hit the sign up link below. I often send out awesome free guided meditations, links to playlists for you guys to flow to, and I always have VIP offers on course announcements. So I've had a lot of requests to create a morning flow. If you are someone who struggles to get going in the mornings, then this one is for you. This will help you to start the day grounded, energized, with purpose and intention. As always, I suggest grabbing yourself a couple of cushions and having them handy. Always good to prop yourself up in poses if you need it. And always nice to have a handy cushion in Shavasana. So we will start today's sequence lying down. Take your hands onto your belly. The feet can go as wide as the mat and the knees knock in. We'll take a few rounds of breath to center our energy. Closing down your eyes, take a big inhale into your nose. And exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Begin to extend your breath. So breathe from your belly, take the breath into the ribs, and then up your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your belly on the hands. Let the weight of the body sink into the mat. And just release any tightness or tension running through the face. Gently open your eyes, draw the knees into the chest, give yourself a wee squeeze, rock from side to side on your sit bones, just massage out through the lower back. Left leg lowers, right knee draws in and over to the left side. So coming into a nice wee twist, it's really a good way to wake up the spine in the morning. And then with that right arm, you can just draw some arm circles, perhaps cactus out the arm and bend into the elbow. Checking in with your breath, so nice, even, extended breaths. And then drawing yourself back to the center, taking the opposite side. So left knee draws in, right leg extends. Take the knee over towards the right side. And then with that left arm again, just drawing some big circles, perhaps bending into the elbows and opening the shoulder a bit more. And it's okay if that shoulder doesn't quite make the mat. And bring yourself back to the center. Plant the left foot onto the mat. Draw the right knee in. Take hold of the outside edge of the foot. Half happy baby. So we'll just take the hip from side to side. And just ask yourself, what is happening in my hip this morning? Twist the spine back down into the mat. And release. Opposite side. Left knee draws in. Take hold of the outside of the left foot. And rocking the hip from side to side. Bring yourself back to the center. Hold the back of the thighs and just begin to rock backwards and forwards on your sit bones. You can take the feet all the way over the head if you're feeling energized. And then taking hold of the ankles, roll over onto your hands. So you can just pop the cushion to the side. And knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Inhale, breath, open the chest, send the sit bones up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, start to round through the spine, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, open the chest, sit bones rise. And exhale, rounding through the spine. Take some of these at your own pace with your own breath. And then start to bring a bit of movement into it. So perhaps you C-shape the spine from side to side, or bring the shoulders forward of the wrists and sit bones back down towards heels. And then release. Tuck the toes under, extend back, take downward dog. Paddle out the feet from side to side, shake out the hips. And coming onto the balls of the feet, as you inhale, roll yourself forward, take plank pose. And exhale, extend back, downward dog. Coming onto the balls of the feet again, inhale, breath brings you forward. Exhale, extend back, downward dog. Take 2 more of these in your own time. So inhale, bringing yourself forward. And the exhale breath draws you back. Lower back down onto the hands and knees. Plant the right palm into the center line and extend the left leg back behind you. So modified side plank. Reach the left arm up over the head. Twist your chest up towards the ceiling. And then starting to just draw big circles again with that left arm. Getting a nice side body stretch and getting into the shoulder. Reach from the fingertips all the way to the edge of the back foot. Again, twist the chest up towards the ceiling. And then lifting up through the back leg, reach back behind you, take a hold of your foot. Perhaps you just lightly touch your foot with the fingertips, or come into the full bind and take hold of the foot. Press your pelvis forward. So it's not quite a back bend, it's more, you're more actually getting into the top thigh. See if you can find a nice, steady, slow breath. And then release, bringing it back to the center and taking the opposite side. So left palm pumps into the center line, extend back through the left foot. Arm comes up over the head. Reach from the fingertips all the way to the edge of the back foot. So nice, squeeze side body stretch. Twist the chest up towards the ceiling. Start to circle out through the top arm. Reach back behind you. Perhaps you lightly touch your foot or take hold of the foot. Find a nice wee opening through the top thigh. And then release. Bring yourself back to the center and extend back, take downward dog. Again, just paddle out through the feet. Slow down your breath. Take a nice deep bend into the knees. Send your sit bones high towards the ceiling and your chest towards your thighs. So you're getting this really nice opening through your spine. And then gently start to lower the heels. And it's okay if they don't quite make the mat. Picking up the right leg, kicking the heel towards your sit bone, draw the right knee in towards the right tricep. And then step it beside the wrist. Come up onto your palms. And start to glide your weight forward and back. So you're just opening through the right hip. Take your weight from side to side. I suggest closing down your eyes here, just tuning back into your breath and seeing if you can slow the breaths down. Plant the left palm into the center line, extend the right arm up towards the ceiling, twist. Keep active through the back leg, so keep the back leg high and really kick out through the back heel. And release. Extend back, take three-legged dog. Lower the right leg, picking up the left leg, kick the heel towards the sit bone, find a nice opening through your hip. Coming onto the ball of the right foot, draw the left knee in towards the left tricep, step it beside the palm. Come up onto the fingertips, and using your breath, bring your weight from front to back. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can go from side to side. Perhaps you start to straighten out through the front leg. I suggest closing down your eyes and drawing your awareness inwards. Plant the left palm into the center line. Extend the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lift your lower belly away from the front thigh and find an activation through that back leg. So no banana legs. And then gently release. Step back, take plank pose, lower your knees onto the mat and lower the belly all the way down. Shimmy out through your hips. Take the hands out wide, come onto spider fingers, and then as you inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale to lower. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Take a few rounds of this in your own time. The inhale breath lifts you up. And the exhale breath lowers you down. Coming all the way down onto your belly, take your hands out wide. Pick up the right leg, step it back behind you, roll onto your left shoulder. Release, bring it back to the center, opposite side. Pick up the left leg, step it back behind you, roll onto the right shoulder. Bring yourself back to the center, press through the palms, extend back, take child's pose, and make your way into downward dog. Walk the feet up towards the hands, bend into the knees as much as you need to here. Take the opposite hands to opposite elbows. Release the hands down, bend into the knees as much as you need. Walk your hands from side to side with your fingertips. Plugging into the feet, slowly rise yourself up to stand. Inhale, breath, sweep the arms up over the head. Give yourself a nice big stretch, shake the hips out from side to side. Release the arms and step forward to the front of the mat. So we'll just take 2 rounds of sun salutations just to get ourselves moving and flowing. If you can't keep up with my breath cues, then please just go at your own organic rate of breath, but try to match the breath and the movement together if you can. Feet are hip distance apart. Reach up. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, lift up, lengthen your spine. Plant the palms down, step back, take plank pose. Lower the knees down, lower the belly all the way down. Inhale to lift up through the chest, draw the shoulders back. And exhale, breath, extend back, take downward dog. Raise your ankles, bend your knees, and jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend into your knees, plug through your feet. Inhale, rise up to stand. And exhale, breath, hands come through to heart center. Arms rise. Forward fold. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms. Step back, take plank pose. This time, taking the shoulders forward of the wrist, hug your elbows in, lower to a halfway plank. Tuck your toes under and inhale to upward dog. Exhale, breath, extend back, take downward dog. Pause for a moment. Raise the ankles, bend the knees, and jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending into your knees, plug through your feet. And inhale, arms to rise, reach up tall. Exhale, breath, hands come to heart center. Pause for a moment. And gently open your eyes. Step your feet out wide, turn your toes inward slightly, hands come to the hips. Big inhale to lift up through your chest. Slightly bend into the knees and hinge yourself forwards. Take the hands down to the mat. Perhaps you bend into one knee and then the other. Glide the weight from side to side. Take the hands to the back of the ankles or the shins and draw the crown of the head further towards the mat. Bring your weight further into the balls of the feet and let the muscles of the face just hang heavy. Bending into the knees, lift up through the lower belly, slowly come up to stand. Jump your feet back to the center, and then stepping forward to the front of the mat, draw your right knee in towards the chest, pause for a moment. Take the knee out wide, extend it back behind you, take warrior three. You can let the arms go out wide here, or bring them into heart center. See if you can tip your chest forward and lengthen from the crown of your head all the way to your back foot. Grounding down through your standing leg, gently draw your knee back into your chest. Interlace peace fingers and big toes. And I am going to hop around so you guys can see me. So perhaps you come into a half happy baby stance or take the leg out wide. And wherever you're at, embrace the wobbles. gently release. So we take the opposite side, left knee draws in towards the chest. Pause, find your balance. Take the knee out wide. As the knee comes out wide, draw your chest forward. And you can take the arms out wide, or perhaps bring it into prayer. And then releasing, coming back to the center, interlacing the peace finger and the big toe. Again, perhaps it's a half happy baby. Perhaps you're wobbling about down here, that's okay. Take the leg out wide, the opposite arm can go wide too. Finding some stability and focus in your breath. Gently lower. Inhale, breath, arms rise up. And exhale, bending into the knees, hinging from the hips, bring your weight forward. And again, bend into the knees as much as you need to here to slide the back of the hands underneath the feet. If it's available to you, you can begin to straighten the legs and just draw the crown of the head further towards the mat. Release the hands. And step back. Take our last downward dog. Just shake out the hips again. And take the knees down. Make your way all the way down onto the mat. Take the soles of the feet down to the mat, press into the palms and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. You can walk the feet in a little bit further, interlace the hands, come further onto your shoulders and send the energy out through your chest. So just check in, and if you feel the whole force of the pose is coming from your butt, then just release your glutes a little bit. Take 3 rounds of breath. See if you can just soften the breath a wee bit. And gently lower the hips down. Take the feet, the sides of the mat, knees draw in, hands come to the belly. And just take a few rounds of breath. Let the weight of your body sink into the floor. Window screen, wipe the legs from side to side. And make any final last adjustments you feel your body needs before coming into Shavasana. So perhaps it's a wee twist or a happy baby. And whenever you are ready, and again, you are welcome to pause this video if you need a little bit longer. Otherwise, taking your cushion, getting yourself nice and comfortable, and coming into our final relaxation. Take your legs as wide as your mat, the palms to face up. Gently begin to wake up the fingers and the toes. Give yourself a big stretch. Roll over onto one side and press yourself up to find a seat. I suggest placing the cushion underneath your sit bones, taking the hands onto the knees. Keeping your eyes closed, just take 3 rounds of breath. I invite you to set an intention for your day ahead. Thank you for joining me today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.